Nagaland, the first of its kind Naga Student Federation pra Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation 1873 opor Dimapur de duidin national seminar organize kuribole ase academic aro ground realities aro legal perspective laga team under de etu focus kurigina IB details abo
Nagaland inner line permit to paper te implement kurigina ase hoilibe ground reality je ILP enforce kura tu zero ase ekta bal kobor ase Naga Student Federation bra 28 or 29 August ekta first of its kind ILP opor ekta national seminar rakhigina tagan parata publican ke itu inner line permit opor educate kuribole laga akha kurigina tagan itu national seminar tu lobole ase aji hotel Seramati te tagan ekta press conference dibole la ase itu national seminar opor IB itu la details man itia sailobo.
Thank you, media friends, for having us. Before we go for the press briefing, I wanted to introduce my colleagues. Myself, I am Mtaishuding, the President of the Naga Student Federation. Sir NSN Lotha, the Chairman of Inner Line Regulation Commission NSF. Kenny Lokend, the General Secretary of the Naga Student Federation. Imti Akam, the member of the Inner Line Regulation Commission NSF. K. Ilundang, the member of the Inner Line Regulation Commission. Vemerkovitso, the Vice President of the Naga Student Federation. In fact, Naga Student Federation is coming up with a very interesting program. We have termed it as a national seminar on BFR 1873, which is going to be a very historic and first of a kind in the state of Nagaland and in Naga homeland. The purpose of why we are coming up with a national seminar on BFR 1873 is to educate and to let our people know the importance of the ILP in our state. With utmost importance, Naga Student Federation on 4th December 2024 at Molongimsen in the 4th Federal Assembly of the Naga Student Federation, we have formed a commission, an independent commission, which will work under Naga Student Federation. And we have given the nomenclature as Inner Line Regulation Commission, which is headed by our former president, NSN Lotha, and his team. And on 7 March 2025, the Naga Student Federation have given them the official appointment, where they have started working out. We have already given certain representation to the government, but we are yet to get any response from the government. So this is the first of a kind where Naga Student Federation is also coming up with a national seminar with a very prominent leaders from the Supreme Court, Mr. Prasant Bhushan and Somna Khanna from Supreme Court. They are coming for our program. And now I would like to give time to our ILRC chairman. But beforehand, I also want to inform our general public that we have reserved 20 seats for any public who want to come and witness this national seminar. So we request them to come and formally register themselves and be part of the program.
Thank you, NSF presidents and members of this press conference. The seminar which the Naga Student Federation president has already briefly highlighted. This seminar is not intended to actually point out or to accuse any establishment. Perhaps it is not a new thing for the NSF as far as inner line pass is concerned. As late as the 1970s, the NSF has been striving for the enforcement of this Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation of 1873. However, a seminar of this nature is the most historic for the NSF to come up with. This seminar is intended to spread a message about the significance of the inner line pass system in the state of Nagaland. Comparatively with the other states, we have come across states like Mizoram, which has fully capitalized the provision of BFR 1873. And we see that in Mizoram, the economy has a far-reaching impact in the hands of the local indigenous people because of the active enforcement of this ILP system. In fact, to take reference of Mizoram, they have even established a ILB issuing counter on the very first day, that is the 13th of September 2025, when the first railway station was inaugurated. As much as the exhibition of the seriousness of this ILB, no one was allowed to go out of the perimeter of the railway station before taking that temporary ILP at Sairang railway station of Mizoram. Today, the Naga Student Federation is of serious observation that because of the lackadaisical approach to the provision of this PFR 1873, the economy of the indigenous people has gone into the hands of non-locals. We are not against any genuine citizens of India to come to Nagaland. They are freely welcome. The only concern that we would like to convey to them is they must abide by the existing provisions and laws of the state. Therefore, ILB is one such provision which has been enforced since the time of the colonial British government. We are of the opinion that if this inner line pass system is implemented in letter and spirit, it will become the economic life jacket of the Naga people. We want that this very provision should be properly utilized. And through this seminar, we want to awaken not only the political class of the Naga people, but we want to awaken every concerned Naga people that we must not keep ourselves aloof from the merits of this BFR 1873. We must take full advantage of the provisions in order to salvage the future of the younger generation. Successive government has come out with various committees to actually review the implementation of this PFR 1873. Those committees have given wonderful suggestions, and today we would, through this seminar, also like to centralize all those suggestions and give to the government once and for all a kind of a workable suggestions so that the ILB, which has been so far being addressed in a piecemeal manner, must be centralized and a separate implementing authority must be established so that confusions, the belfarages in the implementation of this Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation must be put to rest, and every aspect of the government as well as the public must focus on this centralization so that even those people who would like to avail ILP must not be discriminated. Those people who have a genuine concern and a genuine right to stay in Nagaland, although they are not Nagas, should not be exploited. Those people who have a contribution to make to the state of Nagaland should not be victimized. But those people who comes to Nagaland to exploit the people must be properly thwarted, and regimental implementation must be the objective of the government as well as the people of Nagaland.
Do you feel that the seminar on which NSF is going to hold, do you think that this seminar would bring some changes, given that the members of the Legislative Assembly, some of the members have also been invited?
Thank you. The very committee of the government that was set up and made to study a comparative analysis amongst the ILP states several years back gave a conclusion saying that the implementation of ILP in Nagaland and Arunachal is facilitative, which the question that was put to us that it is merely on paper. And they have specifically mentioned Mizoram as the only state where the implementation is regimental. Therefore, this seminar is going to focus on the aspect of all this issue, and we have invited professors from especially 4 states, that is Mizoram, Manipur, and Arunachal, to talk on the enforcement of this PFR in their respective states. And particularly from Assam, we have invited him to talk about the mainland perspective on this ILP. We have also specifically told him that whether in this global world ILP is relevant or not. We are going to be very truthful in this discussion. We are open to all criticisms. Even the advocates, they have been asked to talk whether there is any infringement between the fundamental rights and the PFR 1873. We have very sincerely asked him that you are free to talk openly, even if it means going against the concept and the struggle of the Naga Student Federation. This seminar is going to be an open book for all people to see. And the conclusion of this seminar is expected to be very remarkable, and the documentation vis-a-vis the way forward after this seminar will be highlighted, and we are very optimistic that the seminar will surely bring to light many questions, many doubts about the enforcement, especially and particularly in the state of Nagaland.